Hello people of the internet, welcome back to another FNaF news video. In today's video, we've gotten some brand new cast reveals as well as a set leak for the second FNaF movie. We've also just gotten revealed to us the Funko Pops based on the first FNaF film, as well as a whole bunch of other merchandise reveals from Hex and Youtooz. I mean, there's a lot to talk about today. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. If you're excited for all the info coming out on the second FNaF movie, scroll down, tickle that subscribe button. And to kick this video off with some book news, we've gotten a brand new preview for the first graphic novel based on Tales from the Pizzaplex, with this collection featuring illustrated adaptations of Under Construction, Haps, and Clithrophobia. And this collection is set to be released on March the 4th of 2025. Moving on now to Hex, Dawko showing off some of their upcoming FNaF movie products. First up is this plushie of the Yellow Rabbit, William Afton himself. As you can see, he's got all of the burn marks on his side, he's got a big toothy grin, and it looks like his prop is going to be Garrett's plane. Dawko's then also shown off a t-shirt for the Yellow Rabbit from the film with the text "I always come back." And then finally, for the FNaF movie wave, we've gotten another look at their Mr. Cupcake plushie, and as you can see, this plushie features an openable mouth. And then as for Hex releases, they've just put out their Glamrock animatronic wave, with this launch including plushies of Roxanne Wolf, Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Chica, and Monty Gator, a shirt, hoodie, as well as a drawstring bag. So with Security Breach now out and available to purchase, next up for Hex is going to be their Fun Time wave, and Dawko has just given us our first look at the Ballora plushie, and honestly, she looks pretty good. I've been saying this for a while now, but Hex is really picking up in quality. This looks absolutely amazing, and Dawko has revealed that Sister Location is planning for a December or January release, and then for a second Security Breach wave, they're looking to make plushies of Vanny, Glitch Trap, and Glamrock Bonnie. But then going back to Sister Location, we're also going to be getting an Ennard plushie, and Dawko showing off the prototype for them. Now keep in mind, this guy is a prototype, alright? He does look a bit goofy, but the main thing that excites me about this plushie is that, as you can see, you can remove his mask. That was a pretty big ask for the Funtime wave to have openable face plates, but obviously that is a lot to add to a plushie. So massive shout out to Dawko and Hex for giving us at least a removable mask with Ennard. It makes sense. And then also for Sister Location, we've gotten a brand new look at the Bonbon hand puppet plush. This plush you can stand up straight, though it does not include magnets, so it should be cheaper than the traditional Hex plushies. And then lastly, for Hex reveals, Dawko was very generous with showing off the Moon prototype plushie. And as always with the Hex prototypes, there are absolutely things to change with this plushie. The colors on this plushie, Dawko said, are quite off, so the final product should have a bit more accurate coloring. But this plush is amazing because they include bendable wires so you can pose their limbs, LED lights in their eyes so that they can light up, as well as a hook on the back so you can attach them to a string and wave them around like in the game. But I would love to know, what are your thoughts on all the Hex reveals? Like I said, Security Breach is out right now. Sister Location should be coming out in December or January. Now moving on to Youtooz, they also have released a brand new product line, with this wave including the Monitor Buddies of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Roxanne slippers, a whole bunch of plushies and shoulder riders, as well as a FNaF 2 puzzle, and then also a FNaF logo light stand. And then also for other releases, we've gotten a brand new plushie of Fusion Z Gamer, and Modern Chuck E. Cheese is also out right now. He's not necessarily FNaF related, but come on, he's Chuck E. Cheese, I gotta shout him out. But then next up for Youtooz FNaF, it seems like they're teasing the release of a FNaF 3 wave. We've known about this wave for quite a while, and in this teaser we can see figures of Phantom Chica, Phantom Freddy, both of which we've seen the concept art of and even a full 3D model for Chica. Springtrapped Afton is also included in this wave. We've seen a whole bunch of him and he looks absolutely incredible. Phantom Foxy is officially in this wave and he looks absolutely fantastic. And then also a Watermelon Chica figure, which we have seen a closer look of in a separate Youtooz teaser. Unsure if these are going to be separate figures or if Watermelon Chica is going to be a chase for Phantom Chica, but it's certainly interesting. And then also around that time, it seems like we'll also be getting a print based on FNaF 3. In the background of one of Yootooz's videos, you can spot the print and oh my gosh, it looks fantastic. And then lastly, for Youtooz teasers, they've revealed a brand new plushie based on Shadow Mangle from Help Wanted. Seems like Youtooz is gearing up for a Help Wanted wave of plushies because they've also revealed Grim Foxy in the past. And now let's move on to Funko, because finally we've gotten some FNaF movie products from Funko. And thanks to Scarlet Joker, we know that those brand new products are brand new FNaF movie pop figures. These are brand new molds for the classic Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy pop figures, but they're based on their FNaF movie appearances. And I've seen quite a few mixed opinions on this. Some people not really liking the new style. Honestly, I really love it. The only downside, I think, are Foxy's big tufts of fur, his big chubby cheeks. They might be a bit too large and detailed. And then the cupcake honestly looks like their soul has been sucked out of them. But other than that, man, these guys look absolutely sick. I love the dynamic dynamic poses. I love that Bonnie finally has his guitar. These should be available to pre-order very, very soon, so hopefully they should be releasing pretty soon as well, because I cannot wait to get these. And here's to hoping that these sell well, because I would love to see Funko Pops based on the human characters from the FNAF movie: Mike, Vanessa, Abby, William Afton. Imagine that. But I would love to know, what are your thoughts on these brand new FNAF Pops? Do you think they're better or worse than the original FNAF 1 Funko Pops? And now let's move on from FNAF movie to FNAF show, because Dawko's been releasing some brand new episodes of season 3 of his FNAF show. This is an interview series where he interviews various voice actors, developers, contributors to the FNAF franchise. Episode 1 and 2 are out now, with Marta Svetic, the voice actress for Gregory, Vanny, Roxanne, Mystic Hippo. And episode 2 is with Joseph Poliquin, who plays Carl in the FNAF 1 movie. And Dawko has also revealed that Kat Connor Sterling, who plays Maxine in the FNAF movie, she'll be getting interviewed, as well as Kellen, who plays just a whole bunch of FNAF characters: Glamrock Freddy, Funtime Freddy, Fredbear. And then at the end of October, John FNAF and Dawko hosted a giant Q&A together, interviewing a whole bunch of the voice actors from Security Breach to Regular Sauce as well. It was a pretty chill interview. There was only 4 main topics that I thought were pretty interesting to bring up. First up, it seems like J-Top wanted Sauce to make a Mystic Hippo attraction for PAX West, though unfortunately they ran out of time to make that. And before PAX West even happened, I mean, that was the big prediction I had for attractions at the booth. I mean, how incredible would that have been to get a Fortune Read by Mystic Hippo? Hopefully they can do that next year. Cameron Miller apparently was supposed to voice Foxy in Help Wanted 2, but it doesn't seem like he could pull off the accent. If you recall, Foxy in Help Wanted 2 was voiced by, I think it was actually J-Top. I'm not sure why they were looking for a new voice for Foxy, but it'll be interesting to see who voices the character in the future. And then also for Foxy, actually for the FNAF movie, the crew did not have the rights to the original Foxy Da-Da-Dum-Dum song from FNAF 1, so Scott asked Kellen Goff, who voiced Foxy in the FNAF movie, to re-record that song for the movie, and Kellen revealed that that Da-Da-Dum song from the movie was recorded on his phone. And then lastly, for Q&A takeaways, the Regular Sauce revealed that Jackie's prop took about 1 month to create, and actually, she was supposed to be an animatronic at PAX West, where she would slam her fist down on the grate above you, though this was scrapped last minute because of all of the other props that Sauce was making. So unfortunately, it sounds like there was a pretty big time crunch with everything that Sauce was making for PAX, and hopefully some of these incredible ideas can be saved for future conventions, because that would be incredible. And now, before we move on to the FNAF movie news, let's talk about some brand new FNAF ports. On Halloween, Into the Pit finally released on Nintendo Switch. You may have seen my stream on that. Megacat Studios has also been putting out various patches for Xbox and PlayStation, so it seems that the Into the Pit console ports are now finally all set. And then we've also gotten revealed to us that Help Wanted 2 will be releasing on Nintendo Switch on the 14th of November. So in a couple days now, I will be streaming that port. It actually looks pretty good based on the trailer, so I cannot wait to hop into this. Alright, and now let's move on to some brand new FNAF 2 movie info. A bit of a spoiler warning, we are going to be talking about brand new characters, as well as a brand new scene for the movie that I would classify as a spoiler. But first up, for brand new cast members, we've got Teo Breones, who you might recognize from the Chucky TV series. They have been cast as a supportive role in FNAF 2. We don't know exactly what their character is, what their name is, what they're doing here, but they will be playing a supportive role. I'd love to know, who do you think Teo could be playing? I've seen a lot of people speculate that they look like a younger version of Mike, or maybe even an older version of Garrett. And then also for another supportive role, we have Billy Slaughter, which first up, absolutely hard as hell last name. A lot of people memeing that this will be the man behind the slaughter, Billy Slaughter. Though you also have to keep in mind that their involvement is only a supporting role, so you gotta keep in mind just how involved are they going to be throughout the movie. I've seen some people speculate that he looks like a younger version of Matthew Lillard. Personally, I don't really see that. But of course, with all of these brand new cast members, I'd love to know, what are your thoughts? Who do you think they're going to be playing? But as for brand new characters that actually have names, we have Jaquan Monroe Henderson, and he's been cast as Robert. Now, I've seen a lot of people draw the connection between this Robert and Robert from apparently Fazbear Frights. It seems like they were from the Cliff story. I've not read that one. Robert is a pretty common name, and it would not be the first time Scott has reused names throughout the FNAF franchise. And then I've also seen a lot of people theorize that Jaquan and Teo might be the spirits possessing the toys in the FNAF 2 movie. We do kind of need more characters to kill off for the second film, though I guess I would not be surprised if some of these cast members end up biting the dust quite early in the movie. And then finally, for brand new cast members, we have Ronald Charles Chavis, and they've been cast as a day planner, which basically just means they fill in for any background actors or sometimes even main characters if they don't show up to set, or they could be playing some pretty minor roles like someone walking a dog in the background or like a bartender. And then finally, for FNAF 2 movie news that I'll be talking about here, we have a set leak from filming, because keep in mind they are filming FNAF 2 right now, and it seems like one of the scenes is going to be in a public park. Right here, a lot of people notice that this car looks very, very similar, damn near identical to William's car in the first movie. And then we also got some footage of what appears to be a camping trip or a cookout in the park, where the person filming this said there was, quote, 2 kids and 1 dad. So based on the cookout setting, based on the dad, the 2 kids, a lot of people are theorizing this is another version of Mike's flashback, where Garrett was taken by William. Maybe he's remembering a bit more, and in this flashback, maybe he sees the face of William, maybe he gets more details on what happened to Garrett. I'm certainly interested by the fact that they're bringing back the flashbacks, because that was a pretty major complaint of the first movie, just how often those flashbacks happened. And it seems like they're returning for FNAF 2, so hopefully we can get a bit more details on the kidnapping of Garrett. But that is going to do it for all the FNAF news we have today. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all on the flip side. Goodbye.